Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you are having a great day. In today's stories, am I the idiot for wanting my sister and I to be treated equally? I, 17, female, have a sister Sabrina who is 3. I was visiting last weekend, my dad and stepmom, and she left all her accounts and things open on the laptop, and I saw that Sabrina has a college fund. To reiterate, she is 3. At dinner, I brought up that I didn't see a fund for me. She told me I should talk to my mom and dad about it. I found this weird, because her and my dad have been together since I was 5. I just thought it was so unfair that they wouldn't have money set aside for me also, so I bought up her blatant favoritism for my little sister, since she already has a college fund at the age of 3. She gets all mad and says that I'm asking the wrong person. I told my mom when I got home, and she said that my dad and stepmom should have money for me for college. Today, my dad called me and said that I would have to go to local community college, and he would pay 50% of tuition for college. I told him that it was BS, that the focus should go to me, since they have plenty of time to worry about Sabrina later. He just said 50% is what I'm getting, and I would have to pay the rest or take out a loan. So I called my dad the idiot for favoring Sabrina. OP also gives more info in the comments. How much is your mom paying anyway? My mom has no money, is a single parent and disabled. She hasn't worked in 9 years. Does your dad pay child support? I think so. Why are you not mad at your mom? My mom had always been a single parent. Has been disabled for nearly a decade. She does not have money. My dad and stepmom are not rich, but they are not struggling like my mom. There was $2,500 in Sabrina's college fund. I understand that it's not much money. I just think it's unfair that they are working on saving for her and she's so small, and they has no savings for me and college is so close for me. My stepmom does favor my sis more. She always pushes things on my mom. What in the world do you mean she pushes things on your mom? I mean pushes things like she will just say, your parents should talk about or, sound like your mom's issue. Your mom is not a single parent, she is a single woman. You have both parents involved in your life, so therefore neither are single parents. But she doesn't have much help. My dad and stepmom live comfortably, they are not struggling like my mom. Just saying they could give me more support, since my sis is so little. But your parents don't owe you a college fund. Most people work and take out loans and apply for scholarships. Your dad is generously offering to pay for community college. Be smart and take him up on it. You can get your core classes out of the way for a fraction of the cost. Though if you're 17 it's a bit late to start worrying about a college fund. Have you ever applied anywhere? My dad, said he can afford half tuition of a community college, and the school I want in Philadelphia is too expensive. I love my stepmom, which is why I thought I could be open about this. I talked to my mom some more. She's basically telling me that they should be able to pay because there's 2 of them and 1 of her. For the past couple of years you've been thinking about college. How did you plan to pay for college the last 2 years? Where did you think the money was coming from? You never asked about a college fund until you stumbled across your stepmom's financials and saw the info and got jealous. I want to go to a school in Philadelphia, we all live in Baltimore. I only started thinking about college last year, I brought it up with my stepmom. I was asking her about what she does, she's a nurse, and she started going on and on about it, and said I would have a great career. She's the only one who has ever had a conversation with me about it. So logically, I thought her and my dad would be more supportive. My mom said that since my stepmom is pushing college so much, that she should be helping me. I'm starting to see, my mom is trying to make sure she won't have to pay money. OP, you know that your little sister's college fund money comes from your stepmother. I understand that you are upset about not having the funds to go to the college you want, but this is not her fault. Your mom and dad are the ones who should have set up a college trust fund for you. But I also understand if they couldn't, and it's understandable that you would be upset about this. But it is certainly not your stepmother's obligation to financially help you go to college, even if she has known you since you were 5 years old, she is not your legal guardian. And for your mother to insinuate that it is true, it's very wrong of her. And what did you guys think of this situation? What advice would you give OP? Don't forget to leave your opinions down below. Now let's read the comments before going to the update. Read between the lines. Your dad is broke. This is your stepmom's money funding her kid's college fund. You are the idiot. Maybe you're right, but that doesn't make OP the a-hole. Her parents are. But her concerns are totally valid and she's not wrong for asking. You are the idiot. This has clearly arisen from the forward planning of your stepmom for your 3-year-old sister, but you're not her responsibility in the same way. If you are aggrieved for the absence of a college fund, that's your mom and dad's fault, but your dad has come to remedy his end by offering 50% of a community college. That's not a bad deal, really. You are the idiot. You don't even know where that money came from. Maybe it was from stepmom's parents gifted specifically for college, maybe not. Instead of having a fit, you should have been calm and asked about college funding. You might have received a more transparent response. For the record, it's not your stepmom's responsibility to save for your college. You are the idiot for how you responded to the situation. And at 17, is this really the first time you and your parents have discussed college funding? OP, you are the idiot. I'm sorry. Your mom is the idiot also. Your dad is doing his job by offering 50%, I'm guessing to give your a-hole mom a chance to pay the other 50%. Take the deal, education is expensive. You are the idiot. You're not mad at your mom for not saving for your college, but you are mad at your stepmom for saving for her daughter. This is a conversation you should be having with both your parents. Your stepmother has no part in this. And what did you guys think of the comments? Do you agree with what was said? What else would you say to OP? Don't forget to leave your comments down below. Now let's go to the update. Update. I was not expecting this many people to respond. But okay, I get it, I'm wrong. I said sorry to my stepmom. She's not mad, she's very understanding. After much digging and crying, I find out the only money for college for me is what my dad is offering. He's willing to buy me a used car to commute to school also. Apparently, they have had conversations about it with my mom, and my mom wanted no parts of a savings plan for me. The expectation was for me to get a loan. I'm so disappointed in my mom. To answer some of the questions, my dad pays child support. My stepmom, baby sister and I have a good relationship. We spend a lot of time together, and the only person who ever talked to me about my life after high school was my stepmom. Her and my dad got married 4 years ago. She says she would always say, "Ask your mom to me," because that's what my mom wanted. And what did you think of this update? Don't forget to leave your thoughts down below. Oh, and I hope you are enjoying the video so far. If so, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications to know when a new video is out. Now let's go to the next story. Am I the idiot for leaving a really nasty Airbnb review? My husband and I stayed in an Airbnb while visiting my sister and her family. I made dinner last night for everyone at the Airbnb. It was in an outdoor area and we grilled it. There were 5 people total and it was 4 adults and a 7-year-old. Then my husband gets a random call on his phone and it's the Airbnb people, and they said no parties on their listing. This is dinner with family. We have some words with the owner, including calling him a creeper. We called Airbnb and they really didn't handle it, and the owner tried changing us $500 for a party. This argument goes on, and we left him a 1-star review and called him a spying creep, getting his listing taken off the site. We complained and filed fraud charges on the card, and got the whole amount of money back. It was a freaking process for sure, because we filed a police report on the creepy spying host. I get he might want to have cameras outside, but who actually watches a family eating and grilling? It's still an issue, and he hasn't had his account reinstated. Now he sent us emails, trying to explain his situation, and we are putting him out of income. I might be an a-hole because I told him maybe he could get a job at the CIA, since he likes spying so much, and he's now threatening to sue us over this. OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the a-hole. He is saying he lost his main source of income, and it's unfair how we overreacted when he said no parties. Meaning any party, so maybe we broke the agreement. OP also replied to the comments and give us more info. For clarity, you booked the Airbnb for 2 guests and ended up with 5 people total eating a calm dinner on one night, which included a 7-year-old. Was there a guest limit on the listing that you went over? Yes, and we were just having dinner. They never stayed on the property overnight, or even more than a few hours for the dinner, and the place had a grill and picnic table available. I am unsure how he knew about it though, maybe some whistleblowers. But if he did watch you guys, then that's creepy. It was the camera, because he was like, I see you having a party. 5 people isn't a party, and he needs to relax. But you filed a police report for him viewing a property he owns. The police report was for the extra charges on my credit card. So how much did the owner have to refund you when you got the whole amount back exactly? Airbnb decided to refund the whole amount after the incident. I don't think OP is the idiot. And I agree that this is a very annoying situation to be in. Since when we rent or book a place while we're traveling, we just want to relax and enjoy, and then, all of a sudden, you end up getting a fine for something you didn't do. It's a very crappy situation. I'm sorry for the owner of the house for losing his source of income, but he tried to financially take advantage of OP, and this is just wrong. I'm sorry that in the end they decided to remove his property from the site, but there has to be some kind of consequence for what he tried to do to OP, so he won't be able to try this again with other people. And also, I don't think it was wrong for OP to leave the bad review, since the owner's action caused so many problems. So no, I don't think OP was the idiot. And what did you guys think of this situation? What advice would you give OP? Don't forget to leave your opinions down below. Everyone sucks here, 5 people isn't a party. He needed to chill with that. But holy hell, you need to calm down. If he has a camera outside of the property, that's totally fine. But for all you know, the neighbors told him. Or it was a doorbell camera. You are taking this way too far. Edit, OP confirmed it was an outdoor camera. This is a great example of why Airbnbs are such a bad idea. Who wants to pay to stay at a place where you'll be recorded and watched around the clock by the owner? That sounds more like a stint in prison rather than a weekend getaway. Not the idiot, this guy sounds over the top intrusive, and his tacking on a surprise party fee for $500 to the bill is ludicrous. Everyone sucks here. He's overreacting to call a small dinner gathering a party, and you for an over-the-top police report. I get disputing the $500 party charge, but to make a fraud claim and get everything refunded is an idiot move when you stayed there and received the service you agreed to pay for. Not the idiot, he effectively tried to steal money from you. What you described is a meal with family, not a party. One of the problems with Airbnb and others is that the people you're dealing with have zero sense of customer-oriented mindset, or of market economics. They're going to do what seems best for themselves at the moment, rather than thinking of the bigger picture and how their actions today can hurt their business tomorrow. My wife and I have done basically what you describe, and we made sure to tell the host what we planned, before actually reserving the property. That way, if they say no, then we go elsewhere, and if they say yes, there's a paper trail if they try to backtrack. Maybe try that in the future? And what do you guys think of this situation? What would you do if you were in OP's shoes? Would you do the same as her, or do you think she went too far? Have you or someone you know ever been through something similar? Leave your comments down below. And that's it for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, go watch the video that is appearing on the screen right now, or click on one of our playlists that are in the description to watch more videos. Until next time.